Welcome to a journey through 10,000 years of environmental transformation across Africa, a continent whose landscape has been shaped by powerful forces of nature, from a once lush Sahara to the vast desert we see today. To truly understand Africa's story, we need to travel back in time. Let's start with a look at the incredible changes that occurred before, during, and after 8000 BC, an era that redefined the land, its people, and its ecosystems. 10,000 years ago, much of the Sahara wasn't the desolate desert we know today. Instead, it was a lush green savanna teeming with life. This period, known as the African Humid Period, spanned from around 15,000 BC to roughly 5000 BC. The land was fertile, with rivers, lakes, and grasslands stretching across northern Africa. Large animals, or megafauna, like mammoths, giant giraffes, and saber-toothed cats roamed these regions, living alongside early human populations. One of the most fascinating features of this era was Lake Megachad, a massive freshwater lake in the central Sahara. It was larger than today's Caspian Sea, supporting a diverse ecosystem and thriving human settlements along its shores. Around 8000 BC, the Sahara began to undergo dramatic changes. The African Humid Period started to decline, leading to what we call the greening retreat. Temperatures rose, rainfall became scarce, and the lush landscape began its slow transformation into the arid desert we know today. Lake Megachad, once a colossal freshwater body, started shrinking. As the rains diminished, the lake fragmented into smaller bodies of water, altering the local ecosystems and forcing early human populations to adapt. This environmental shift likely had profound impacts on human life. Communities that once thrived on hunting and gathering along the savanna might have been pushed to find new ways to survive, possibly even sparking the rise of early agricultural practices. As the drying trend continued, the Sahara expanded rapidly, reaching its maximum extent around 4000 BC. This transformation forced human populations to migrate toward more hospitable regions, such as the Nile River Valley, where permanent settlements began to emerge. Rising sea levels during this time also affected Africa's coastlines. Glacial melting caused coastal flooding, submerging ancient shorelines and reshaping the continent's boundaries. This event was a direct consequence of the Earth's warming climate, which had profound impacts on both the environment and the human populations living near the coasts. Now you might be wondering, did these transformations physically change Africa's size? The short answer is no. Although Africa is part of the tectonic plate system and minor earthquakes can occur, large-scale earthquakes capable of altering the shape of the continent are extremely rare. Over millions of years, continental drift has slowly shifted the landmasses across the Earth. But within the past 10,000 years, Africa's shape and land area have remained relatively stable. The biggest environmental impact came from changes in the coastline due to rising sea levels, not a shrinking or shifting of the landmass itself. The Sahara is now the world's largest hot desert, covering over 9 million square kilometers. However, deep beneath its sands, the traces of its green past remain. Fossilized remains of ancient rivers, lake beds, and human settlements are buried within the desert, offering clues to scientists about this incredible transformation. These environmental changes didn't just reshape the land, they reshaped the lives of the people who lived there. As the Sahara dried up, populations migrated, forging new paths along rivers like the Nile and developing new technologies and ways of life. Early humans learned to farm, herd animals, and build permanent settlements, laying the foundation for the rise of ancient civilizations. The environmental shifts that took place from 8000 BC to the present played a critical role in shaping Africa's human history. The challenges presented by changing climates prompted innovation, adaptation, and migration, influencing the development of societies across the continent. Today, Africa's environment continues to evolve. Climate change remains a pressing issue, with the Sahara Desert slowly encroaching on surrounding lands. However, Africa's story is one of resilience. From ancient times to the present, the continent's people have continually adapted to their changing surroundings. The last 10,000 years have been a period of profound environmental transformation in Africa. From a green Sahara teeming with life to the vast desert it is today, These changes have shaped not only the land, but the course of human history. The legacy of these environmental shifts is still visible today, influencing everything from Africa's geography to its cultural and societal development. As we look to the future, understanding the past helps us appreciate the resilience of the people and ecosystems that have thrived on this ever-changing continent. Thank you for joining us on this journey through 10,000 years of African environmental history. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into our planet's fascinating past.